When it comes to video advertising, there are a few more options in regards to tools and platforms than in some of the other marketing areas that we've already talked about in the course. So let's talk about the different platforms that you can use and which organizations will benefit the most depending on their size and what they're looking for in terms of marketing goals. The first one that I like to mention is Google Ads. Now, you'll notice that right now I'm at ads.google.com, but I'm at a very particular page. What I did is I went to this campaigns and tools dropdown and I clicked on the video section. And so this is the page on Google Ads, which tells us all about video advertising. I know I've already talked about Google Ads multiple times in this course, but when it comes to video advertising solutions, it would be remiss not to mention Google Ads. You can advertise on YouTube. You can advertise on partner websites with video. It's definitely a good place to go when you first start video advertising. Now, some of these other companies that I want to mention are for your larger organizations because these platforms actually offer cross-platform advertising, including advertising on television. The first one that I want to talk about is called OpenX, and it's available at openx.com. OpenX is known for having some of the highest quality advertisements out of all of the ad networks. They're also very selective on which publishers are showing their ads. So if you want your ad to be shown on really high quality websites, OpenX is a great solution. It's geared for larger companies, and you're going to have a more personalized experience. It's a step up from Google Ad Manager. The next one that I want to talk about is called Xandr. If you've been in the industry for a long time, you may know it previously as AppNexus, and it was recently owned by AT&T but bought out by Microsoft, and it's now being incorporated into Microsoft advertising. So that's why I'm here at about.ads.microsoft.com, but I'm on the specific page for Xandr. So if we went up here and we went to the solutions dropdown, you'll notice that one of their top links here is for Xandr. So Microsoft bought this, and it's going to help them kind of deliver their ads better. Obviously, they do quite a few ads on Bing, and they have their own ad network where they advertise display ads on websites and things like that. However, there's a really massive aspect to using Xandr. So let's scroll down this page a little bit, and I'll show you that Netflix is gearing up to have ads in front of some of their content so that people don't have to pay for a subscription and they can kind of watch it like YouTube, so to speak. And guess who's going to be providing those ads? You got it, Xandr by Microsoft. So if you're looking to get into that type of video advertising, getting off of just the computer and onto televisions, but maybe not cable TV, then Xandr's a great middle ground. When you sign up for an account with Xandr, you'll get an individual account manager. So it's another one of those platforms that's geared towards larger sized organizations. But if you're looking to get into really heavy video advertising, Xandr's a great option. Now let's bring it back to smaller businesses for a second, and let's talk about another solution that we can use. We talked about Facebook earlier on in the course, but we didn't talk specifically about video ads on Facebook. So I wanted to show you that you can do video with Facebook, and it's actually really simple. So right now I'm at facebook.com/business, and I've just navigated to their video ads format page. If we scroll down a little bit, we can start to see what video ads on Facebook will look like. Now, I want to mention that Instagram is also owned by Facebook. So when we talk about using Facebook ads and running our videos in them, we can also put those videos on Instagram at the same time. So that's a huge advantage to Facebook ads is you get Facebook and Instagram all in one. You don't have to do different audiences or different targeting, but you can if you want. Remember when we looked at Facebook Power Editor earlier on the course, we saw that we could do that. So Facebook Ad Manager is really easy to use, and that's one of the advantages of doing video ads on Facebook. Google Ads, OpenX, Xandr, these are big time commitments, and you're really going to have to learn the platforms. You're going to have to do some trials, and there's going to be a learning curve. Facebook ads is easier to get started with, and it's a great option for small businesses. So again, the first one that you want to go to is Google. It almost always seems like they have a monopoly, right? But Google search is so powerful, it's led them to so many different places. If you want your message to get out there, you're oftentimes best off using Google. But if you want some of the higher end solutions, we have both OpenX and Xandr. And then also don't forget about video ads on Facebook, as it's a really easy solution to get your ads up real quick with a much smaller learning curve. When we talk about digital advertising, like most things digital, the focus is moving more and more towards mobile devices. So let's take a look at the top tools that you can use to reach users that are using mobile apps. The first stop is with Google AdMob. As you can see, I'm here at admob.google.com. Now, AdMob is Google's mobile version of Google Ads. Obviously, Google has been a great choice for advertisers and publishers really since digital advertising took off. So I recommend that if you're just starting out with mobile ads, this is a great place to start. If you already use Google for advertising on desktop computers or on YouTube, then you can use the exact same account. The experience is very, very similar. So, again, great place to start. The next one that I want to talk about, I've mentioned earlier in the course, but I'll mention it again, is Media.net. Media.net is a fully functional advertising network that does mobile as well as desktop. They have a long list of publishers and developers that will run their advertisements within apps. So, if for whatever reason you're not having success with Google AdMob, then the next place to look is Media.net. It is definitely a great option. Another great option is using Apple Search Ads. You can access this at searchads.apple.com, and this is for advertising in the Apple App Store. So if you're a developer, you might want your app to show up as a sponsored or promoted application when people are searching in the App Store. Look no further than Apple Search Ads. This is the only place where you can accomplish that. So you'll notice that in this example on the phone to the right, somebody who searched for walking tours, and the first app that comes up is Trip Trek. But if we look below the name of the app, you'll notice that it says ads. So somebody paid to have this ad show up. If you want to do that in the App Store, then you need to use Apple Search Ads. Now, while we're talking about developers and mobile apps, I want to talk about Unity ads. Unity is actually a gaming engine that a lot of developers use to program mobile games. You can find information about Unity ads at unity.com/products/unity ads. So, if you're a developer and you have a mobile game that you want to advertise to other gamers, why would you advertise anywhere else than inside of a game? So, you can advertise in a slew of different games using Unity ads. And again, this is the best option for most mobile gaming developers. The next one that I want to talk about is called InMobi. InMobi is a very well-known player in the mobile advertising game. They have a really large network, a very high-quality network. They focus specifically on mobile, so that's a little bit different than Media.net, which is an all-encompassing advertising network. So if you've tried out AdMob, maybe you've even tried Media.net and are looking for a fully functional mobile advertising platform that's a little bit different, the next one that I would look at would be InMobi. And finally, on a little bit of a different note, I want to talk about a platform called TextMagic. So you can see I'm at textmagic.com, and I'm just going to go up here to the resources dropdown, and I'm going to click on this SMS solutions link. So you can see that TextMagic has a number of different solutions depending on what industry you're in, and it's all based on text messages. So I'm sure that you've received them before. Sometimes you get a coupon by text message or maybe get notified about a sale. You obviously signed up with your phone number, but if you're looking to do that sort of marketing where you can reach people by text message, this is the top player in the game for mobile text message advertisements. So if you're looking to advertise to users on mobile devices, these are the top tools and platforms for accomplishing just that.